And I'm Kat, and welcome to the Crime Chat. I am your forensic femme fatale. Natalie is your true crime addict connoisseur.
We're just two normal girls who are obsessed with dark crimes, evil minds, and occasionally the unknown.
Yes, here's your disclaimer, chatters. The following Crime Chat contains adult content and descriptions of, I imagine, violent scenarios today. So your listener discretion is advised.
You have been warned. And before we get into today's Crime Chat, Kat, what have you done?
Well, had a little vacay. I did manage to watch The Keepers. You mentioned that on the Netflix one from the last episode that we did, the Crime of Cosmetics. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Samantha Wolford. So you mentioned that one on there for like the lead-in. Yeah. And I saw it on Netflix and I was like, okay, let me give this a shot. Now, okay, to be fair, I got a little bored.
Okay.
Just because I think it was so drawn out, but I can also see why, because there was so much detail in it. Yeah. But wow.
It jumps all over the place. It starts out with, this crime that was committed, murder or the murdering of a nun, and then it goes into victims, then it goes into the church, then it goes into this whole thing. It was pretty I don't know. Scary
things, which I think it's really neat how Netflix did this for the Staircase one too, where they followed the case and it's over a span of like years. So as they kind of continue to follow, but yeah, the priest did die, the main aggressor.
Yeah.
And then we did finish Yellow Jackets for the last 2 episodes that came out this season.
How many seasons?
There's 2.
Do they have? There's 2. Okay, I just started the first episode of the first season. And it was so I got through the plane crash, which is in the beginning. And I can't believe how graphic it was. So it's gonna be good.
That was pretty graphic.
I found out today that they're remaking The Exorcist.
Really?
Yeah, coming up next year. They're gonna release it. I think they said in the fall. But I'm not really, after the last movie I watched, The Pope's Exorcist, I'm not looking forward to it. I think that there are some things that are overdone so much that they need to stop. Like, I think Hollywood needs to take a breather and say, okay, how many times can we do the same freaking concept over and over and just regurgitate over? And it's like the Charlie's Angels, like Get over it. Get over it. It's like it's not going to be as successful as it once was.
Right. Subscribe to AMC Plus because of The Walking Dead, of course. And on there, you also get the Shudder channel.
Okay.
And on Shudder, there's a TV series that's called Slasher. And they have 2 seasons, I guess you could say, out now. The first one was called Ripper, and it's like based on Jack the Ripper type of thing, and it's about 8 or 9 episodes, something like that, and that was really good. We watched that right before we left, and then last night we just started the second one. It might have been the first one, I'm not sure. I just know that there's 2, and this one is called Flesh and Blood.
Okay.
So it's like, of course, if you hear the TV show Slasher, there's going to be murder. But it's like kind of how the story is all entailed. And that is gory. It is very gory, but it's good.
Oh,
it's
all
good.
Right. I got to check that out. Okay. And how was your trip to Arizona?
Oh, it was so good. Look, it was like 100 degrees, but it wasn't hot. I don't know how to explain it. I love it.
Like a dry heat. It's not far. It's not, there's no humidity, right?
There's no humidity. I'm like walking outside. I'm like, this feels amazing. I absolutely love it. And he's stationed out Camp Pendleton in San Diego, California. My first time ever going out there. I've never been to California before. Have you ever been to California?
No.
So the picture behind me, if you're watching on the video, this is a highway.
Right. And you took that picture.
I didn't take this picture because I actually was really horrible this time in taking pictures, but I snatched it off the internet, but this is the picture of the highway. It's I-8 going from Arizona into California.
That's crazy looking.
So a lot of times driving through mountains are like very windy and like crazy elevation. And it was, I don't know, it felt like it was a matter of minutes. We went from below sea level to 4,000 feet.
Wow.
Like, steep, like shoo. So like your ears are popping and everything. And then there's like the mountains, and it has signs that was like beware of falling rocks and that kind of thing. And it was super windy. So you go from this and then you go to like desert where
Wow.
it's like movie picture scene in a desert, like just gorgeous. And then I know you saw the Marilyn Monroe store.
Oh my God, I can't believe that even exists. It's a spa, right? I looked it up.
No, it's a store. We were at Hotel del Coronado, and it's in Coronado, which is an island off of San Diego, which is where the Navy SEAL team trains. It's where Top Gun was filmed.
Oh, okay.
Both first one and Maverick, the second one. But it's a hotel that has a bunch of stores in it. And as we were kind of walking through, my son was looking for the Prada store. I don't know why. And it wasn't there, but we were walking through and I was like, stop. Is that Monroe? As in Marilyn Monroe? So, okay. So that's all my craziness. What about you? What you been up to?
I checked out Yellow Jackets, been researching the story, and I just been kind of like not really binge watching anything. I've been watching the news, and I just found out, I think I told you, that Al Pacino is having a baby.
Yes.
He's 83 and his wife is 29.
I guess he can afford a nanny.
Yeah. Well, you're 29. Why not?
Yeah.
You're married to Al Pacino. Why not?
Why not?
If he still can get, do it, like, why not? Yeah.
You were going to say if he could still get it up.
So, yeah, let's get into it.
All right.
Have you ever been to Ohio?
Yeah.
How do you like it?
I have. So I went there as a kid where I got to sightsee a little bit, but I don't really like remember a whole lot. We went to a huge theme park called Cedar Rapids, kid, and then the other 2 times I've been back to Ohio or to run the Air Force Marathon. So didn't get a whole lot of sightseeing in there because I couldn't walk.
I've never been to Ohio. I've heard it's really nice, but football holds a significant place in the state of Ohio. High school football is immensely popular. Ohio is known for its strong football traditions and boasts some of the most successful high school football programs in the country. Steubenville has a rich educational and cultural history. The history is home to several institutions of higher education, including University of Steubenville, a predominant Catholic university.
The Keepers just comes to mind.
I know, the Keepers, yeah. Steubenville also it sounds
like you're saying Stupidville.
It does. It's my New York accent. It is what it is. Particularly in football, the Steubenville High School football team, known as Big Red. Ooh. Have you heard that nickname before?
Just the bubblegum.
Okay. The case we're going to go over brought both positive and negative attention to the community, and the opinions were divided on how the community responded to the incident. Many critics argued that aspects of the Steubenville community, particularly its football culture, may have contributed to an environment where the actions of some individuals involved were either condoned, ignored, or covered up. There were concerns about the potential culture of entitlement, loyalty, and the protection of predominant athletes. I think that goes for every sport.
Yeah.
Want to remember that not all members of the community supported the actions of those implicated in this case. Many individuals in Steubenville condemned what happened and helped sought out justice for the victim. So let's get into the case. Remember, Crime Chat with Nat and Kat. When you become a chatter to our Patreon, you'll have full access to bonus episodes, behind the scenes, bloopers, and free merch. Check out some merch in the works.
Yes, and be sure to check out our next episode. We will have a guest, and we'll have a little bit of the deep blue sea.
Yes, you don't want to miss it.